So tonight we're going to talk about a couple topics that actually go hand in hand. One is the myth of muscle toning that you usually hear women wanting to have toned muscles, and then the myth of these extremely huge women because they simply lift weights, which we'll get to that in a second. So this muscle toning regimen, these muscle toning workouts, all these things that say they'll help you tone your muscles, there's no such thing. You can't tone your muscles. You either have muscle or you don't. You either gain muscle or you lose it, or maintain. But you can't tone muscles with high reps and low weights like you hear all these people advertising. Medically speaking, muscle tone is your muscles' ability to resist passive movements. So, for instance, if we have somebody that is on a ventilator helping them breathe in intensive care, we look for muscle tone. So we'll try to move their arms back and forth, that sort of thing. If they're flaccid, they have no muscle tone. Um, the only muscles I can think of that should have some tone to them at all times is like rectal tone. So unless you're constantly stretching those muscles for some reason, they should have some passive resistance to movement. Toning, or the toning workouts that you hear people talk about, it's just from the extra stimulation trying to build their muscles. If you're going from not working out at all, eating like crap, and then you spend a couple months in the gym actually lifting weights, providing resistance, your muscles are going to grow to meet that resistance that they're not used to. So you're going to gain muscles. And then if you're not used to exercising, you add that exercise, you're burning calories you're not used to burning. You're going to burn some fat as well. So you're going to see the definition of those muscles that you now have. So it's not covering the muscles anymore, and you can see them. More muscle mass you have, the more calories you're going to burn. That's just basic science. So it takes more calories just to keep that mass where it's at, even at a resting rate. So if you go from, 140 pounds, and then you suddenly put on another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle, not fat, of muscle, your body is going to have to expend more calories to keep that extra muscle. So if you're not eating more calories, you're going to lose weight. So by that logic, if you're eating 2,000 calories, weighing 140 pounds, and then you jump up to 155 with that extra 15 pounds, if it's muscle, you're going to burn more calories. So you're going to actually have to eat more calories to keep yourself at the 155. That scared the crap out of me. My wife's makeup or something just fell off the counter. I about crap my pants. So on the flip side, these people that say, oh, well, I'm going to tone my muscles because I don't want to get big and manly. That's horseshit. You can't. From a hormonal standpoint, women just don't have as much testosterone as men do. So no matter how hard you work out, you're not going to get these massive muscles because you just can't. Unless you're taking like hormone replacements or boosting your testosterone or taking some other performing enhancing drugs, you're not going to get these mega muscles just from lifting weights. You're going to get more muscles. You're going to be more defined. You're going to look better than having no muscles at all and just being flabby. But you're not going to get humongous. If you see these huge women, they're taking steroids. They're doing something to help them. There's no way. Obviously, we know people like Mr. Olympias, the Phil Heaths, Ronnie Coleman's, all those guys. Obviously, they're on something. So if you see a woman that's even close to that, anywhere in that realm, obviously she's going to have to be taking something too, because these guys are taking it. So that's no excuse not to lift weights because you don't want to get manly. That's stupid. That's another selling point that these gimmicks are trying to force down your throat is, oh, well, do this, do my workout, pay me this money, because if you don't and you just try to lift weights on your own, you're either not going to do anything at all or you're going to get big and manly. That's stupid. It doesn't happen. That's all I got for you tonight. I'll try to post more videos, but most of the things that I try to post are for education purposes to help people understand. I mean, obviously you can tell which parts are my opinion and which parts are actual facts. Do your research. You can find this stuff relatively easy. It's really not that hard. Make sure you're getting it from sources that have a good reputation, that have a reputation of giving you the facts and not trying to sell you a bunch of stuff. But most of the stuff that I post is just to get people away from all these gimmicks. I saw a post not too long ago of someone that's supposed to know what they're talking about. They were actually a nurse for many, many years, and then they got into fitness. And so for them not to know that beets have nitrates in them is ridiculous to me. Because not only were they a nurse, they were a cardiac specific nurse. So nitrates will naturally lower your blood pressure, which can be good if you have high blood pressure or any kind of thing like that. But to not know that beets have nitrates is ridiculous to me. Because we as nurses, especially people that are cardiac nurses, we're there to educate them on a proper diet. For a cardiac patient, you need to tell them about low sodium diets, low fat diets. You're not clogging your arteries, that kind of stuff. You need to tell them about medicines that have nitrates in them. You need to tell them about certain foods that are really high in vitamin K, so that if they're taking an anticoagulant so they don't have a heart attack or giant clots in their lungs, they need to know how much of those foods to eat and how much to eat of them on a daily basis so that the doctors can properly dose their medications. Let's say someone was never a nurse. You should know that beets have nitrates in them, because beetroot extract is a very, very popular ingredient in most nitric oxide boosting and vasodilating pre-workouts, intra-workouts. How do you not know that? I mean, I've posted about this before. Everybody has their faults. Everybody has their shortcomings. But that's pretty bad not to know some basic information like that when you're now asking people to pay you to give them information, to give them diets, to give them plans. That's it. That was my little rant. Comment, post, subscribe. I'm going to be posting more videos, trying to be more active on social media, give people an idea of who I am. Not usually that negative, but I just want people to know the facts. I can't stand when someone acts like they know everything and then just completely screw somebody else over. That's it. Questions, comments, complaints, advice on better videos, better things to do in the videos, better things to talk about in the videos, let me know. And stay tuned. I will see you all soon.